I have to redo the whole top 30 One Piece characters list because the last one, Mario, got messed up. And I was gonna redo it anyway, but I finally got time to do it. So coming in at number 30 is Zoro. I wanted to start off the list right. Yeah, I currently think he's 30. And at number 31, Sanji, by the way. But I could have put other characters like X Drake, Rouge, and Capone, not Capone, like any other characters, but I don't know. It just got tight for me, and I realized there's a lot. Like I just started losing characters. So coming in at number 29 is Rayleigh, and then at 28 is Garp. I didn't put Son Goku on the list at all because I think he's just now. I think he's just weak. I think he was strong. I think in his prime, he's top 10 of all time. People sleep on Sengoku and think he's weak, but in order to be the fleet admiral, you have to be strong enough to take care of people, you know. So he had to be top 10 in his prime, but I feel like he's weak right now to the point where I think Zoro could beat him. You might think, oh, that's wild to say, but I just think he's gotten severely weaker. And Luffy blocked his punch pre-hockey, so I don't know. I think Sengoku is ever since he stepped down, the gray hair, all that shit. Just I think it's time for him to just let's say goodbye to the world of strength. So that's why he's not on the list. So and I put Garp ahead of Rayleigh because I think Garp is stronger than Rayleigh because Garp obviously fought with Roger Pirate King, and Rayleigh is Roger's second right hand man, so he can't really be on Garp's level. Even if Garp got weaker, I think I was trying to put Garp higher on the list, I couldn't find like where to put him, so I just put him at the end here. Put number 27, Hancock. And Hancock, to be honest, I just threw it in there. I didn't really, I was just thinking about characters. I kept thinking the Rouge, I thinking X Drake, I was thinking Hawkins. I was just looking for a strong character to put here, because after number 25, that's when the list starts. But from 25 to 30, I was just filling it in, to be honest. But number 27 is Hancock. I think she's strong. I don't really know though. We haven't seen much. Just seen her destroying like fodder. Like, you need to see her fight someone for real, you know. And I really wanted to put Smoker on this list as well. It's just I just didn't know where to put him. You know, it's just there's a lot of characters like that are strong. It's just I don't know where to put him. Like, Smoker, is he strong? Is he Luffy level? I think so. But is he? He's not Zoro level for sure. So it's kind of like weird. And Luffy has grown so much ever since the Katakuri fight. So it's just like I don't know where to put him. So he's the honorable mention. Number 26 is Doflamingo. I hate Dofi. The reason I don't know why I hate him. I just don't like him at all. But I know that he's strong, and that just pisses me off even more. But Doflamingo, for the fact that he is that strong, I think he should like basically. How do I say this? I don't know. I don't know what to say about Doflamingo. Like I said before, 25 up is like where the real list starts. So yeah, that's Doflamingo right there. So number 25 is Jack the Giraffe. Put Jack there because I think he's the weakest commander, and overall I think Kaido's commanders and his like crew and everything are the weakest out of all the Yonko. I think Kaido himself is very strong, but his commanders are weak. Not weak, but like weaker compared to other commander crews, basically. And I think like Big Mom is has a very strong. It's like okay, the Yonko crews go Shanks, Big Mom, Whitebeard, and then Kaido. That's what I think. I might be thinking uh, Shanks. He has the most well-rounded crew, so his crew is like up there in terms of strength. That's why I put Jack there. I think his whole thing is like weaker. And then I put number 24 as Cracker. Yeah, I just think Cracker is stronger than Jack based on the other argument. Yeah. At 23, I put Smoothie. And 22, I put Queen. Uh, so I said like that Kaido's crew is weaker than a Big Mom's crew, right? But I think Queen is stronger than Smoothie. I don't know. I think Queen really is just. I don't know how to explain it, but like Queen, I think she's strong. It's like compared to Smoothie, because we haven't seen really Smoothie do anything, and I think that's just gonna be Smoothie. She's just gonna be like, because we've seen her not do anything, and then when she finally does something, it's gonna be very underwhelming, no matter what it is. Because I just feel like if you put off a character for so long, like expectations grow up for that character, and the more that you wait, the more the expectations grow. So I don't think like no matter like what Oda writes, it's gonna be satisfactory. People still are gonna think that Smoothie is trash, and she's probably not trash. She's probably strong, all of that, but we haven't seen anything. So that's why I put Queen above her. At number 21, I put Magellan. See, I put Shiryu above higher. So I think Magellan and Shiryu were about the same level, and then Shiryu got stronger than him, and then he got the fruit as well. So just Shiryu just jumped and then jumped again. I do think Magellan is strong as hell, but I think cooped up and impaled down is not gonna get him anywhere. I think he's just gonna not like stay the same like level, but he's just gonna just, basically he's probably just gonna stay around that area of power. Like he's not gonna grow off the second like between the second commander and first commander area. And I think Shiryu has propelled himself to first commander level. Yeah. So number 20 is King. As I said earlier, I think the crews are like that strong and different earlier. So number 20 is King. Number 19 is Marco. Number 18 is Katakuri. And number 17 is Shiryu. So I put Shiryu above all of them because I think Blackbeard's crew is gonna like give the most trouble to Luffy's crew. So Zoro's gonna fight Shiryu and he's gonna struggle as much as he did with Mr. One. He's gonna struggle. So yeah, I think Shiryu's gonna like if he got a fruit. I mean we're just assuming, but I think he did. And yeah, if he got the fruit, like he jumped and then jumped again. Like it's like if Sabo like learned like Rio type shit and then got the fruit as well. Like he jumped and then jumped again. Yeah, so that's why I put Shiryu. At number 16 I have Law. Number 15 I have Kid. At number 14 I have Luffy. I put these three like that. I think Kid could be stronger than Luffy, but Oda won't allow it basically because he's the main character, you know. But I think Kid could potentially be stronger than Luffy. I don't know why Kid lost an arm. I think Kid was just too strong, and I'm not sure. I'm not even a Kid fan to be honest, but I think Oda wrote Kid to be too strong, took his arm away so he can level him out with Luffy to make him a real rival with Luffy. Because you saw like Kid with one arm was equal to Luffy in the prison, and I could tell he's very like mad compared like scene as this reads the chapter. He's like very mad. I don't know. His face just looks weird for some weird reason. And I don't think he's happy. I don't know just how to explain it, but I put Luffy. Luffy's obviously above the commanders at this point. I just dropped Law and Kid there with him um because they're his rivals. So in the past, it was like Roger, Whitebeard, and Shiki, and Shiki was like the straggler, but Roger and Whitebeard were like top, and then Roger was strong, but Whitebeard was named the strongest man. So I think Luffy is gonna be strong, but Kid's gonna get that like ting, and then Law is gonna be like that Shiki type guy, like he's strong, but he's weaker than the other two. And I put them all above commanders because I think like right now, like they're like right now compared to this last chapter that we just got, that like they're gonna face off, and they're. I think this is gonna be an all-out war against like Big Mom commanders and Kaido commanders, and people think like Zoro's gonna fight King and everything. I do not think that's gonna happen. I think like Kid and Luffy, and I'm not Kid and Luffy, but Kid and Law are gonna fight the commanders while Luffy fights Kaido. No, while Luffy fights a king or something. No, I don't know. Actually, that doesn't make sense. It's like I don't think they're gonna. How to explain this? I don't think Luffy, Kid, and Law are gonna fight Kaido right away or Big Mom. I think they're gonna fight the commanders first, and then when they finally beat them, they're gonna fight Kaido and Big Mom. And it's not gonna be a tag team. I think something else is gonna come into the mix, and somebody's gonna start fighting Big Mom, while the three of them fight Kaido together. And Kaido's gonna fall, but Big Mom's gonna stay, and she's gonna like leave Wano, because Luffy's gonna escape from Wano again, and then yeah, she's gonna chase after him and stuff like that. Okay, so coming in at number 13 is Green Bull, and number 12 is Fujitora. I don't really know. See, the thing is with Fujitora and Green Bull is I know that they're strong. I just don't know where Green Bull is at. I know Fujitora is strong as I took them out of the top 10 because I think there are two characters that are stronger than them, and they have to be stronger than them. Coming in at number 11 is Ben Beckman, and people might think I'm crazy for saying this, but I do think Ben Beckman is stronger than Fujitora. And I think if they fought, Ben Beckman would win, like one-on-one. I don't know anything about his powers. I don't know how strong he is. I don't know anything. But I'm just speculating on the topic because I think, I don't know, because it said that his strength is crew is the most like well-rounded and everything. That I mean, I think that means like in terms of power, they're up there basically. Like they can fight toe-to-toe with animals. And people think Kizaru was trolling and Marineford and shit like that. I do not believe that to be true. I think he was trolling and he was half serious at the same time, basically. Okay, so coming in at number 10 is Sabo. And now people might think I put Sabo way too high and he deserves like a lower space and everything like that. So Sabo right now is introduced as the number 2 in the Revolutionaries, so I think he has to be this strong. If he's trying to overthrow the world government and fight admirals and all of that, he has to be strong enough to do so. People might think he's gonna get a power up and everything. I think Sabo with his hockey, he had something. I don't know what it was, but Sabo with just hockey, he was like a mini Shanks basically, because you know how Shanks I believe is have mastered all forms of hockey, and he just has that pure hockey strength and everything. But yeah, so Sabo, I believe Sabo was like a tier below that, where Sabo like got all the hockey things down, and then he got the flame fruit on top of that. The flame fruit is a very strong fruit, and now he has hockey strength on top of that. So I think he's very strong. People play him off to be weak. I think he's going to be way stronger than Luffy. I think he's just going to have to be that strong to overthrow admirals, because there's no way in hell. People might think, oh, he's going to fight someone to get a pound. Like, I don't think that's going to happen, because the admirals are, if he loses, he's going to get thrown straight in jail. Like, it's over for these revolutions. I don't even think they're going to get thrown. I think they might just get assassinated. Not assassinated, but just killed, executed right away if they get caught. So I don't think he has the pleasure of just, and Sabo, I think people are going to be like, his bounty is low and everything like that. No, I think his bounty is low because, basically, I think his bounty is low for one reason. Like, I think it's because he's low key. Like, I think it was said somewhere in One Piece that like Dragon is like the worst criminal, everything, and that possibly could mean that he has the highest bounty. So you might be asking, oh, okay, if he has the highest bounty, like, and Gold Roger is like 5.5, like, what are you gonna do with like all that type of stuff? Like like he's only 602. Like that doesn't mean he's. I think he's very low key, and I don't know how to explain it, but he's just not like he's just not out there doing too much. He's not seen doing anything. He was just given a bounty, you know, and that's it. They didn't know like how strong he was. I don't think they know how strong Sabo really is. That's why his bounty is low. And I do think there's another guy in the revolutionaries that is stronger than Sabo, and is under Dragon as well. If you're thinking, okay, if you think that and you think Sabo is still strong, that doesn't make any sense. I do think that. I think somebody else is in the revolutionaries that is Yonko Admiral level, like Sabo, because I think they're gonna have to have way more than like Sabo and the four like other guys to overthrow the government, because there's no way in hell they're gonna do that. Okay, coming in at number 9 is Kizaru. I think he's the weakest out of the original admirals. Nothing to say there. Number 8 is Aokiji. Yeah, so nothing to say there as well. Number 7 is Big Mom. Number 6 is Kaido. Um, so the way I put this is I'm 1000% sure Kaido is going to fall during this arc. Because there's really no use for him in the story if he stays in the arc again, if he stays in One Piece. Because if Kaido somehow doesn't fall, he's just going to be more of a threat, because it's gonna waste time. I think Big Mom's gonna be fine, and I think Big Mom. Okay, okay. So I'm gonna get into some weird theory type shit right now, but just like stay with me, okay? So Big Mom and Kaido. I think. Okay, so we're gonna start off here. So the monster trio is Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji, right? The three strongest on the Straw Hat crew. Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji. And then guess what? Jinbei joins the crew. He's a fourth guy. We don't know where to put him. But guess what? He is above Zoro and Sanji. So he's weaker than Luffy, but he's stronger than Zoro and Sanji. So that means he can't be in the story until he's stronger than Zoro and Sanji. Do you get what I mean there? That's why he hasn't showed up since what's it called, Whole Cake, you know? That's why we haven't seen him, we haven't heard of him, none of that. So that's why. So you might be thinking, what does this have to do with the Yonkos? So I think Shanks is Luffy, basically. Not Luffy, but Shanks is like Luffy. Like Shanks is the Luffy of the Yonkos, basically. And Big Mom and Kaido are the Zoro and Sanji. So, and I think Kaido is more like Zoro because Kaido has been hyped like crazy ever since his introduction. He fell off like 10,000 like feet and got up like, oh, my back hurts or some shit like that. Like Kaido is hyped to the most degree, and so is Zoro, and that's why I linked them to there. And Big Mom, she's been trashed so many times. That's why people hate her so much. That's why I call her Big Mom and all that shit. Like she's been trashed so much. She gets so many L's. Just and so does Sanji. Just Sanji gets trashed for like no reason at all. Like I don't hate Sanji. I'm a Zoro fan. I don't hate Sanji. I hate some of the things he does and some of the way he acts, but I do hate some Sanji fanboys because they just overcompensate because of the Zoro fans. But that's getting off topic. So I think Big Mom and Kaido are like Zoro and Sanji, and we know that because they fought and then they started drinking and they hung out, they formed alliance and all that bullshit. They're on the same crew, yeah. Yeah, I think they're basically like that. I think Big Mom was stronger than Kaido at one point. Kaido was like a apprentice, I'm pretty sure, and Big Mom was just on the ship of the rocks I'm talking about. But I think Kaido got stronger than Big Mom, and that's where they're at currently. And they're like in terms of power, they're like right next to each other. So like Zoro and Sanji, like they're right next to each other. Kaido and Big Mom, they're like right next to each other. Like they're going 5-5 or 6-4 out of 10 matches, you know. So and then so back on my Yonko thing, Blackbeard came out of nowhere, right? But this time it's the opposite. Blackbeard is weaker than Kaido and Big Mom, and he's not going to be shown in the story until he's stronger than both of them. And that's what I think is going to happen. And that's going to be after this arc, Wano, or somewhere in the in the end or whatever. He's going to do something to Big Mom as soon as Kaido gets defeated. Like like the worst generation is going to move, where someone is going to. I think he's going to. What's it called? Like Luffy, Zoro, and Kaido, like the whole Wano area is gonna take care of Kaido. Blackbeard is gonna take care of Big Mom, and somebody else is gonna take care of Shanks. And the whole Yonko system is gonna be thrown to garbage. Just like how the Warlord system was wiped out, it's gonna be all out war. It's gonna be horrid. It's gonna be nonsense, and that's what I think. And that's why I don't think Blackbeard's gonna show up until he's stronger than Kaido and Big Mom. It sounds like a stretch. It is a stretch, and yeah, I don't know. I just think that for some weird reason. So coming in at number 5 is Blackbeard. Coming in at number 4 is Akainu. I do think Akainu is strong. Coming in at number 3 is Mihawk. And then coming in at number 2 is Shanks. Coming in at number 1 is Dragon. And I think Dragon is not the strongest in the One Piece like universe type shit. I think like the person in the Celestial Dragons that is the number 1 there. I don't think it's Im. I think Im is the queen. I think there's a king. That guy, that guy is the strongest in the whole world because there's no way in hell that you control everything without strength. There's no way in hell. He either has access to something very strong or is very strong. So yeah, that's it. You might be asking why I put Shanks above Mihawk, because I think Shanks is stronger than Mihawk. But the reason I put Mihawk as number 3 is because of Zoro basically, and I think Zoro is gonna have to have that that thing where he has to surpass Mihawk, and I think Mihawk is that strong. And yeah, so it's literally only for Zoro, and Shanks is there for Luffy, basically. And number 4 and number 5, Akainu and Blackbeard, they could have been interchanged. I just kept thinking, is Luffy gonna find the One Piece first and then fight the Marines, or is he gonna fight the Marines and then find the One Piece first? But then I eventually landed on he's gonna find the One Piece first, figure out the world government is garbage, then fight the Marines. And that's what I think is gonna happen. That's why I think Akainu is gonna be stronger than Blackbeard. It's not end of series type shit. It's just how I think it's gonna happen. Okay, so thanks for listening. Like, comment, subscribe to